Hey Queens, welcome back to my channel. We're just gonna ignore the fact that I do kind of look orange on camera. I'm prepping my skin for graduation because I do want to have somewhat of a wee tan and I'm gonna wear makeup. But we're back to our monthly favourites. June monthly favourites. I have loved this month. I love this month every single year. It's my favourite month of the year. Well, I love March too and I love spring, but there's something about June. I just really love it, mainly because of my boyfriend. But this month's favourites is a wee bit of like a random bunch because I was trying to figure out what did I actually really like from this month. So we've got a skincare product, we've got a gaming product, we've got a book. Of course, there's always a book. So yeah, it's an interesting little bunch of favourites this month, but I really, really hope you love, and let's get into it. So first up is something that I used on my holiday, and I've kind of been using it every day of June since, and I am going to keep using it. Now, the one thing I will say about this sun cream, it's sun cream, it does stain your clothes. We're currently trying to get a stain out of my t-shirt because these are La Roche-Posay 50 plus extra long protection, and it's invisible sun cream, so it's for your face. And I thought you like dropped it onto here and you moisturized it in, it dropped down onto here. Do it on your hand. That's the one warning I'm gonna give of this product. I really do love it though. It is invisible and definitely protects my skin. I wanted something new. My mum got me this for my birthday and it definitely did me all of my holiday. I did notice there was a wee bit of like, whenever it maybe dried in and stuff, it started to like rub off here mainly. I don't really know what the word for that is, but it started to like rub off and like turn into like crumbs. I don't know what that was. I think most sun creams do that though. They always have some form of like an excess to them. So I do really love it though, and I did want to mention it in my favourites because it's something that I have used nearly every day so far from my holiday. So I thought I would mention that, but just keep in mind about doing it on your hands. Next up is another thing that was the goat on my holiday. So I bought a new water bottle because most of you know like my Awala, she's a big like 32 ounce, like she is huge. So I wanted a smaller water bottle, not to replace my Awala, but I do think that this bottle is really, really good. It's bottle. It's 500 mils, and it's kind of like Awala. It's got a wee, then again, this is quite tight. It's got a wee handle, and it's got a wee straw, which I do like, and it is good for like those days where you just need a little bit of water. So yesterday I was out in the wards and I brought it with me. I brought it hiking with me as well whenever we went to Glenariff, and the whole reason I got it was for holidays because, you know, we would buy plastic bottles, we would store them in the fridge in the hotel, and then we would fill them up and it stays cold. That's the main reason I bought this. I bought it on Amazon as well for £17 on offer. I do know that they are on offer for like the bigger ones and stuff too. I wouldn't say it completely replaces my Awala because it does leak. It leaks out of this part here, whereas my Awala doesn't because, you know, she's fully covered. But for an alternative on like, you know, those shorter days where you don't need to bring your huge Awala, this has been a godsend. And I think I might bring it to graduation too. Might, I don't know. But I just had to mention it because I am a sucker for finding a bargain. And I am a sucker for finding good things that will last as well. And this definitely will last. I just don't like that it does leak up here unless it's up like this, which, you know, most water bottles are. But that was a big favourite of June. I feel like the majority of these favourites are from my holiday, but I finally got a good pair of shorts for holiday that are denim, but they're stretchy. Now you would have seen these in my YouTube vlogs. I've been wearing them quite a lot as well this week, just because they're stretchy, they're comfortable, but they look denim, and they're the type of pair that they actually have a wee tie here too. But you could put your phone in and they wouldn't fall down, because that's something I've seen all this week because I wear pyjama trousers out And once you put something in your pocket, it will fall down to the side. So that's why I've stopped bringing my phone out with me if I'm wearing those shorts, which honestly is bliss. I would definitely do it again, but I just like having music. But these shorts, I got these on Vinted. I got them for really, really cheap. The brand is Oh Me Oh My. I got a UK 14 and I just really, really love them. Like, they were a godsend for whenever I was traveling in Greece. I wore them hiking, like, they were just so cute. They've got a wee pocket at the back, they've got two here, and they have got a drawstring. But I just like how they look so cute. They actually look like denim, which is something that I'm sure the girls will know. Like, it's really hard to get a good pair of denim jeans that actually are comfortable. These. Love, love, love. June's favourite book. Let's talk about it. I started reading it on like the last few days of my holiday. I finished it whenever I got home. I have now started the Chelsea Curto DC Stars series, and most people know I've been waiting for this series for a year and a half. It has been so long awaited, and I finally found it. On World of Books. I don't think it was a year and a half actually. I think it was a year. I think I'm just exaggerating because it feels like so long. So this is the Face Off, which, oh my god, I think this might be my new favourite book. I'm currently reading the next one, Power Play, at the minute as well. I gave this a full 5 out of 5 stars, which is not kind of rare for me, but like, it's been rare for me after the books that I've read last. I fell so hard for this book. I've never been so happy from a read and a pair of characters. I loved all of the characters, the vibe and the storylines of this book. I loved Emmy. She was a fierce hockey player, so it was a hockey relationship, like a full-on hockey relationship, because she was a player, which I've never read before. And then Maverick, who was known to be a playboy. I was really smitten over the way that he called her Emmy Girl. I really found that he just looked after her in this book, and we got to see his side of finding feelings because he'd never loved before. So I felt so hard for it. It was so wholesome, and it was like a book that I've never read before. Like, it was a different kind of theme. Even though I've read like romance books, there was something different about this book that I just couldn't put it down, and I just felt so hard for them as a couple, them as characters. The spice was all there. Like, these are the spiciest books ever. These match like Lily Gold style spicy. Like, they are spicy. But honestly, there was just such like a feeling of intensity of like love and connectionship, and like he always remembers the little things about how she's allergic to strawberries and stopped serving strawberries. Like, I don't want to give it away. It's just incredible. So these books are really hard to come by. Look on World of Books, or the first one is always either in the works or it's on Vinted. But if you have a Kindle, go mad, because wow. Last up is a game that I played, got back into the swing of things mostly in June. I still do like it, but Daniel got me Tiny Bookshop this week and I've been obsessed. Basically, I've gone off Animal Crossing. I've kind of gone off Mario and stuff too. He gave me a new Mario game and I couldn't get into it. I've always had this game. I've had this game since 2024. Daniel got it for me. Cookstar for the Switch. And whenever I first got it, I couldn't get into it because you really had to pay attention. See all of June, this was all I played because I got my groove back and I started to really pay attention. And I've made so many meals now. I've burnt a few as well. But this game is so good, but you do need the attention span for it. So it's not like Animal Crossing that you can have something on the background. Yes, you can have something on the background if you can multitask really good. But I really enjoyed this. I'm so happy I'm finally back in my Switch era because it's so nice and so refreshing. I was actually in my DS era as well, and I was going to get a DS game on Vinted. But Daniel got me Tiny Bookshop, and I'm just like, I have a feeling that's going to be one of July's favourites because I'm obsessed with it already. But I really had to mention Cookamama because it was a game that really got me through June whenever I fell out of love with Animal Crossing. And like, it's just so cute. And if you really love like, you know, like Papa's Freezeria and all that kind of stuff, you will like this. So that's all of my June favourites. We're in a different setup today. I just thought this nice lighting would be nicer. I'm thinking maybe a white background next time. But you can definitely see how tan I am. We don't judge here. Yeah, the month of June has definitely been filled with so many wholesome moments, so much gratitude. And I'm just very, very grateful to be here, very grateful to have yous as well. So I hope you have a great wee day, and I'll see you really soon. Bye.